Hello and welcome to The Mill. I am your host, Dusty Crane, and this week we are talking the January 2023 Stonemaier Games eNewsletter. And I do mean we have a host of hosts with Carol helping to break down what we have here is a pretty interesting eNewsletter. There's only a single year long enough to call something a tradition, because this year we get another set of riddles that kind of teases a look at what the year 2023 is going to look like at Stonemaier Games. I'm going to go ahead and start with speculation on what some of these riddles look like, so let's go ahead and take a look. Now, in this past year, I've had a pretty good idea of what was to come. Jamie made it significantly more difficult this year with a much more, I'll say, obscure list of hints. So let's start at the top, shall we? The first hint we get is a shiny addition to a current game and a shiny addition to a new game. Now, I have to believe that the shiny addition to a current game is the Tapestry expansion. That is listed in the products and projects section of the newsletter. And as for what that second line of a shiny addition to a new game is, I just don't have any idea. The second hint is 3 big twists on alternative history, and again, I'm clueless. This may be related to Rolling Realms just by nature of the fact that it says 3, and the promo packs have been coming out in sets of 3s. Honestly, it's another puzzler. I'm not helping you much here. The third hint we get is a new time to order new games and a new way to add order to a current game. A new time to order new games is one that I don't understand. However, a new way to add order to a current game is almost certainly the Tapestry custom insert that's already been talked about already. If you haven't been following along, basically all we know is that people have been asking for a Tapestry big box, and Jamie has said all along, everything will already fit in the main box. So Stonemaier's been working with an insert designer to go ahead and make something that will fit everything that has ever been made so far and will be made for Tapestry and fit it in that original Tapestry box. And yes, that includes the next expansion. I'm going to imagine that these two products release at the same time. The fourth hint we get is the option to journey to planets, islands, Asia, and deep underwater. So I feel like if we still had Codename Dive on the progress chart, then I think this would have something to do with that. However, I don't know, looking over the titles, that anything is really far enough along that would make me, think that this was a game on that list. Planets, islands, Asia, and deep underwater. Maybe another tease of Rolling Realms promos? They haven't really done any Rolling Realms promos for expansion, so I'd be surprised if Asia was Wingspan Asia. Perhaps something else. This one is yet another one that has me just baffled. The fifth hint we get is new ways to see, S-E-E, and see, S-E-A. Now, new ways to see, S-E-E, I'm going to go ahead and say the Wingspan Vision-friendly cards. And these cards serve two purposes. One, they're going to, and I should mention that that I haven't seen these yet. So we don't know what they are for certain, though I think the art is going to be reduced. We'll probably have to sacrifice those fun facts just to get the relevant details that you need for gameplay to be large and visible. And the other purpose that this serves is that there are people that are like, can I just get cards? Especially with Wingspan Asia, for those who are like, I don't care about duet mode, I don't play 2-player, and I don't care about flock mode because I don't play at 6 and 7-player count. So I really do think that this product is also meant to satisfy those people. They don't need the extras, they just need the cards from that expansion. As for the hints of a new way to look at the sea, S-E-A, I don't know. Unless it has something to do with Codename Draw, I wouldn't think a new way to look at the sea would match that. Could it have something to do with Codename Hive? Those are the two full games that are at least currently slated for 2023. and far enough to along in the progress chart to actually be that hint. So maybe? Finally, we have a course correction for those who love to advance. And again, I'm absolutely helpless here. I'm clueless. And the interesting thing for me is that I think I know what Codename Draw is, just based on stuff that I've, seen in the capacity that I serve Stonemaier. I told y'all, I'd be honest with you, up front, I think I know what that one is. I don't know for certain, but I think I know what that one is. But none of those hints lead me in that direction. And I think Jamie confirmed in the Facebook live stream, even though he wasn't going to confirm to me that the hints contain, the game that slipped from 2022 to 2023. However, to someone else, he said that the hints represent everything that they have planned for 2023. So even though he didn't tell me, he may have inadvertently told me just by answering another question. So I guess we'll have to see. Now, those are my guesses. I'm going to throw this mess of basically nothing that I've presented here, my ideas, over to Carol and see if she has any idea what these hints may mean. So, Carol, take it away.
Hi, everyone, and thanks, Dusty. And of course, I have ideas to add for these new Stonemaier riddles. The first one, a shiny addition to a current game. I'm wondering if that's referring to those golden eggs that we've already been told might make a reappearance when we get to the charity auction this coming fall. So maybe it's those. And then a shiny addition to a new game. Wondering if either some game maybe is getting the Red Rising treatment, or maybe it's just referring to some sort of metal or shiny part in a game, kind of like how Pendulum has that metal shiny piece in it, and Red Rising has some of those pieces as well. So maybe it's referring to those. Selenia loves those pieces and batting them around. Say hi, Saul. All right. 3 big twists on alternate history. For one, I'm wondering, I've always considered Tapestry to be one where you're kind of developing your own history with your own civilization. So essentially you're making an alternate history. So that really could just be referring to the new Tapestry expansion. And then a new time to order new games. Stonemaier is trying out a new pre-order system, so a new timing system when it comes to ordering the nesting box with Wingspan. So I'm wondering if it's just referring to them trying out this new pre-order system. And the last one I had an additional idea to yours was a course correction for those who love to advance. We know that Stonemaier has been working a lot on correcting and hoping to reprint the original civilizations from Tapestry. So maybe we're finally going to get those this year so we can actually buy like the fully printed new civ adjustments. So those were my ideas to add on to Dusty's.
All right, some good guesses. Definitely better than anything I came up with. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let's go ahead and move on down to the progress chart. There wasn't a whole lot of progress in terms of surprises on the progress chart. I mean, in terms of titles that we already know about, because there was a new code name added to the progress chart. And not only is there a new code name, the design is already complete. It's already being developed and blind playtesting is happening. That's awesome news and perhaps bodes well for Codename Keep. Now, I don't have any ideas of what Codename Keep could be aside from something with a castle. However, Carol noticed that almost as soon as the newsletter went up, the speculation was going wild in the Stonemaier Discord group. And that speculation around what Codename Keep could be. So, Carol, you want to go ahead and give us a rundown on what that was?
All right. So I am super excited to talk about Codename Keep, which has rocketed onto the charts already with a green dot under design. So definitely an exciting addition to the chart. And if you aren't on the Stonemaier Discord, it's a great place to be for speculation because it blew up as soon as Keep came onto the map. And Corel, the infamous Corel from Rolling Realms, had some great ideas because what we've seen in the past is a lot of these codenames relate to the game, such as Tapestries was clay, and obviously clay and sculpts make sense. And then also Red Rising was gold, and golds are the top of the pyramid in the Red Rising universe. So with Codename Keep, Corel did a great job of thinking about every way Keep can be used by definition. So I'm going to go through some of those because I think that might help us kind of we'll pretend it narrows it down. So the different way keep can be used: to retain something, to have in control, so as in keep your temper, to be faithful, meaning like to keep a promise, to conform to habits, so to keep late hours or early hours, to watch over, so keep people from harm, to tend to, like you keep to a garden, to maintain a record, like people keep diaries, to save or reserve, so we keep something for later, to maintain a course or direction, keep to the right, to remain in good condition, like meat in a freezer, the means or provisions of which one is kept, so how we would use the phrase to earn his keep. The one Dusty brought up, which I think might be my favorite, and I'm kind of hoping for, is I love the medieval ages. A fortress or a castle. I think that'd be a pretty cool one. Also a prison or a jail, or for sports people, a keeper can have something to do with it. So those were some of the ideas Corel brought up on the Discord. And if you have any other ideas, that's a great place to discuss or leave comments below. Say good night.
So, what do you think? Do you have any different ideas for those 2023 riddles? And what do you think about that codename Keep speculation? Let us know in the comments below, and that's all we have for you this week. I hope your 2023 is off to a great start, and I know that we're wishing you the best here at the mill. So, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.